Hi everybody and good evening. Welcome to Delaware Auto Sales. Doing a video here today about this black 1999 Volkswagen Cabrio. A classic and iconic car that resembles to a degree the 80s Cabriolet Volkswagen that was probably a little bit cooler than this with the round headlights in the front and the polka dot interior, but this is pretty close second. Stylish, trendy, sporty. Still a very good looking car even for its age. This is a really nice example. These cars are usually pretty rough and pretty beat up by this point in their life, but this is a really nice two-owner car. This car lived its entire life, ironically, in Delaware, the state of Delaware. We are Delaware Auto Sales, but we are located in Ohio, even though I get a lot of calls for people looking for Delaware. They think we're in Delaware because it's Delaware Auto Sales, but nonetheless, it lived its life in Delaware, two owners, clean Carfax, and it has 58,000 miles. That's right, take a look, 58,208 right miles. It's a nice little car. It has a power top because it's a GLS trim. Clean Carfax, you can see on our website. There's a really nice amount of service history, also about 26 service records on the Carfax. Take a look at that on our website. Our phone number and website, speaking of, right there, autosalesohio.com, and the phone number's right there in front of you. It's also in the description below this video. The service records are very nice, very consistent on the Carfax, so definitely look through those. It seems like it's really been well taken care of. We've inspected the car, as we do with everything. We've changed the oil, we've replaced the air filter and wiper blades. That's about all that we found that it needed. We also had our friends at Columbus Car Audio, which is a local car audio specialty shop, replace the antenna. The antenna was always a weak point on these cars, being fender mounted here, and the base was crumbling, so got a nice new antenna on there. It looks great. They did a nice job. So that's been replaced. Top works great. The top's in great shape. I will put the top up here shortly after we look at some more of the car. Tires have 5 30-seconds tread, so they've still got some time left. They're getting close to replacement time, but they still have some miles left in them. Brakes have 10 millimeters remaining on the front and 8 millimeters remaining on the back, so darn near like new on the front, and about 80% remaining on the rear. While we're right here at this fender, there's a little paint blemish spot here where someone has, I don't know what they did there, but it's a little bit of light scratching, and there's like this imperfection in the clear coat. That's not a reflection, so it's about the worst thing cosmetically on the car for its age. Has the nice 5-star alloy wheels. There's the rear tires, 5 30-seconds all the way, front and rear. There's also a little something that caught it right here, but it's been touched up with some touch-up paint. It's not too bad, just slightly, ever so slightly dented. Tinted tail lights are original and factory on this car. So my mother and my ex-wife at this time, they both actually had these in manual no, my ex-wife had an automatic transmission, my mother had a manual transmission, but both had 1998, I believe, so basically the same car. They both loved them and enjoyed them for many years. The Carmen on the rollover bar here. This is a factory rollover bar. If you've never owned one of these cars and you hear that dinger for more than about 32 seconds, you might be ready to rip it out of the car. It's kind of annoying, almost as annoying as the BMW one. Bottoms of the doors are very clean. I think this was really a car that went to the beach a lot because we did find a lot of sand in it during detailing. I think it was a beach car, definitely driven to the beach a lot. Power windows, power locks, cruise control, air conditioning works great. That Cabrio on the sill plate, some WeatherTech floor mats. We also had some interior leather work done. Not the entire interior, but as you can see, you can look over there at the passenger side seat. It shows a little bit of wear. The driver's side seat here was needed a little more help. So the entire face of this seat is new except for the headrest. So if you look here, all of this material on the front, this is all brand new, beautiful. The headrest is a little bit of discoloration here, but there's nothing wrong with it. The side pieces are original and good. The tag here is supposed to say airbag, but somebody's scripted it too hard, so it doesn't say airbag, but this is a side airbag car. The back of the seat's nice. Carpets are in good shape throughout. The back seat, we also did, you can pretty much tell, this is original. This has been replaced in the centers of the rear, plus the upper section of the rear seat. So we basically took care of everything that needed some real attention to make it look nice, and of course try to blend in as best as possible with the existing material that's obviously over 20 years old. So dashboard's in great shape. Everything works. Air conditioning works great. The only thing that does not work is the right rear window works. The left rear window does not work. In my opinion, not terrible. This window does not go up or down. The left rear, both front ones work fine. I don't think the car looks bad with those rear windows left up with the top down, and it doesn't affect any weird noises while driving. So steering wheel leather is in great shape, nice and clean. There's the mileage again, 58,208. The brake light's on because I have the emergency brake up right there. You have to set the emergency brake in order to put the top up and down. We also replaced the shifter handle. It had some wear to it, pretty inexpensive part. Replaced that, so it's brand new and nice and slick and smooth. Again, air conditioning works fine. Definitely don't believe it to be a smoker's car. Original radio, we do have the code for the radio as well with the owner's manuals. Factory heated seats. I can tell you from driving this car, I am certain that the driver's side one works. I have not tried the passenger side one, but I know the driver's side one does. Original owner's manuals. The wheel lock key is also right here. It does have 2 sets of keys, 2 original keys. The other one has the blue and white Volkswagen logo on it, and then 2 original remotes. They show a little bit of wear, but they are here. Dashboard. These dashboards never wore out. This is probably one of the best engineered dashboard materials. It's like a textured, like, I don't know what it is, but it withstands the test of time. Lexus should take notes from Volkswagen, because Lexus dashboards have some serious problems. You pop the trunk here, and that's how it releases anyway. There's the top, folded back in here. Folds nicely. It does not have the boot cover. It's not with the car anyway. Probably can be found separately somewhere. Also meant to say this when we first walked around, some clear coat peeling there. Not sure if something was spilled on it, dropped on it, on the paint. It's just a couple small spots that are just imperfection in the clear coat. Trunk is super clean. These are actually seat covers that I thought these were nice enough, like this diamond pleated material for both front seats. So we kept these. So if you want to really protect those front seats, you could put those back on. They're pretty nice covers, and they're padded, so that's why we kept them. The spare tire and the tools and all the stuff is there, like it should be, all in order, nice and clean. Trunk carpet. So every time you go to open the trunk, you have to push the button inside, and then it'll let you open the trunk. But see, these back windows are so small, you know, I don't think it looks obscene with leaving them both up. And of course you could put this one down, but then that one has to stay up. There's the airbag tag on the side of this seat, telling you it has side airbags. Some kind of stain down here in the carpet, but it's right by the seat track. This seat shows a little more age and wear, of course, than the nice new driver's side seat, but it's still very reasonable, tolerable. You could put the seat covers back on these seats and away you go. Other WeatherTech mat here. Passenger side door panel is nice. Alright. Let's take a look under the hood, and then we'll raise the top. hold on, I gotta find the latch. It's been a minute since oh, there we go. Nice and clean under here. Single hood strut keeps the hood up. I forgot to say in the beginning when I was talking about service work, the timing belt was inspected and we did our inspection. It's underneath this cover right here, and there's a photo of the condition of the timing belt taken by our technician in the ad for the car. It appears to be in excellent condition, no way to be original because it doesn't have any Volkswagen insignia on the belt, and surely has been replaced at some point. However, per the Carfax, there is not a corresponding entry that specifically says timing belt, but I'm assuming at one of the larger service intervals that's on the Carfax, that's probably when it was done. But per our visual inspection, definitely been done, definitely in great shape, definitely does not need any attention at this time. So there's our under the hood, nice and clean. Such a small little motor. I forget how many horsepower it is, but I think it's like 115. It's not much, but you know, for how little it is, it actually does pretty okay. Unless you're trying to get on the on-ramp on the freeway, you know, chasing a semi-truck or something. It does do pretty okay. It doesn't feel like quite as small as it is. Here's the button for the top. So we push the button so long as the emergency brake is set. So comes up, release the levers on both sides, bring it down, lock those in. Give the top button one more push just to make sure it's all the way up, and that's it. Pretty simple. It's a fabric top. On the GLS model, it was fabric with glass. This is a glass window. Our original window says VW Secure It right there. This top is really in good shape. I don't know if this top's been replaced for sure, but it certainly seems like it very well may have been. My ex-wife's came apart at this seam right here, which was really typical to happen because I've seen many where it's happened, which leads me to believe that this may be a second top because it's just too nice and this seam is super tight. I don't know, but it's very nice. There's nothing negative to say about this top whatsoever. The leading edge is great. The binding here with the stitching is really, really nice. So nothing bad to say at all. The cheaper model, which actually is what my mother had, hers was a GL, and the GL had a vinyl top rather than the fabric. I can't remember if it had a glass window, but I know it had a vinyl top, and it was a manual top, so you had to manually put it up and down, whereas this GLS has the fabric top and then has the power functionality. I think my mom still had a glass window, but I know it was vinyl, and I know you had to put it up and down manually. It had this weird catch lever over here on the passenger rear that you had to release in order to pull it up. It was so secretive, you'd have never found it. You might have had to call the factory to ask them where to find it. So I'll take a little walk around with the top up now. It's a good looking car with the top up or down. Front wheel drive, so you certainly can drive it in the winter time. My ex-wife drove hers year round. It was her only car for about 5 years. She drove it in the winter, did just fine. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to call or contact us through our website via email or what have you. Contact information is in the description down below. And it's a nice little Cabrio, 58,000 miles, really can't go wrong. It's got to be one of the nicer ones in existence as of now. That squeaking belt is not this car, it's that car over there that just pulled in the parking lot next door. It's got to be one of the nicer ones. I mean, a few little imperfections like the thing on the trunk and the spot on the fender, but definitely has to be one of the nicer ones left around. So thanks for watching. and have a great day. Bye-bye.